Hello everyone, welcome back to Silent Hill F. Let's continue where we left off from last time. I know we're being distracted with the UFO ending run, but since I've been able to beat the UFO ending under 30 minutes, I can now continue with the normal, continue with the New Game Plus playthrough, right? So yes, I can beat the UFO ending even faster, but if I don't use any charms and I don't get any stat upgrades, like that's probably the fastest I can do. Maybe I can do like half a minute to a minute faster than that. So the fastest we've gone is 29 minutes and 57 seconds. Maybe it's possible to do it under 29 minutes. If I get charms and then I upgrade Hinako's stats, then it is possible to go much faster. Maybe a couple of minutes faster. But I don't think you can do it under 25 minutes because the fastest you can beat the first boss, even I tried with the stat upgrades and all the right equipment, it's around a minute or so. A minute and maybe 2 or 3 seconds, depending on how quickly you sort of get the key. But it's around the minute mark. In that game, I did a minute and 11 seconds, a minute 12 seconds maybe, so there's not much there. The Sakuko boss battle is around 2 minutes 30 seconds, but if you use very powerful charms and you upgrade your stats, it is possible to beat Sakuko much faster than 2 minutes 30 seconds. But if you don't have charms, then not really. Because with charms, you can sort of abuse the focus attack. You can just continuously hit it with the focus attack. With the first boss, you can't continuously hit him with the focus attack. It's actually slower because the focus attack itself takes quite a long time. Like, it doesn't take that long to get into the focus mode because you can use like the Hawk charm, which makes you go into, which makes your focus charge much faster. But the focus attack itself takes a while. You know, it's like a 2-second attack, right? And you have to hit the boss a couple of times in order for that to happen. Yeah, and also I just want to say that I've been having problems with my stream playback. So I think this is the save file we left off in part 1. Yeah, I think so. So I've been having issues with the stream playback. Basically, the stream will be like 2 hours, but it'll only upload like 1 hour. Or it's like 3 hours, but it some bits are cut off, and I don't really understand why that happens. People say it's an internet connection problem, but I test my internet connection. It's not a problem. My upload speed is way above the recommendation. They say it's recommended 7 megabits per second. Yeah, my upload speed is much higher than that. So it's not an internet connection problem. And it's not an internet connection dropping problem as well. If the internet connection drops during the middle of the stream itself will stop. So the stream continues for like 2 hours. But when you look at the YouTube playback, it's like 15 minutes or it's less than an hour or sometimes 30 minutes. It's random, right? It's very weird. It's been happening for quite some time now. So there are a couple of reasons why this has caused the problem. I did some searching. They told me to change the DNS setting for my internet connection.
Where did that big one go?
So I'm using like a different DNS setting. So I hope that works. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. I'm not sure if it makes any difference. I guess I'll check it out. Yeah. If it's still a problem, then I'll have to find some permanent solution. Like, maybe I'll try streaming at a lower setting, like just in case it's a connection problem. But I just don't feel like it is because I've been streaming in a higher setting. Like normally I do 1080p at 30 frames per second, but I can do 1080p at 60 frames per second. I've tested that before. I know I can do it. But I don't want to dumb it down any further. I could do 720p at 60 frames per second. That's probably better for certain games because the higher frame rate. But at the same time, like, it shouldn't be, right? I just don't know.
Not good. This won't last much longer.
Anyway, I will have a look and then I'll let you
Minako!
guys know.
Over here! You okay, partner? No monsters on your tail, are there?
No, I'm good.
Shu, how much longer are you gonna keep up this partner routine? You talk to her like she's a schoolboy.
I call her partner because she's my partner. I've never treated her like a girl.
Now that you mention it, yeah, you haven't.
Enough small talk. Let's go.
So I just don't know what the problem is. And I also don't know what are the solutions to the problem. Like I don't really understand that, why that's happening. Whether it's an internet connection issue, whether it's some other settings in the PlayStation, whether it's a streaming broadcast setting. I checked the broadcast setting. There isn't a problem. It's not broadcasting private or unlisted. It's broadcasting properly. And even if it's broadcasting unlisted or private, it would not matter. Because it should still like upload the entire video. It wouldn't just upload 15 seconds and then 15 minutes and then the rest of the video is private. That's not possible. You can't have the first like 15 minutes of video public and then it's private. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, none of this make any sense whatsoever. So I don't really understand how it works.
Partner, is it just me or are there more of those weird monsters?
Well, all sorts of weird aliens kept popping up when we played Space Wars, right?
Hinako, has anyone ever told you that when you talk to Shu, you sound kind of manly?
We just got into the habit of talking like this, I guess.
I mean, we've been hanging out with each other since we were little kids.
So that's why you two didn't get into a relationship, huh?
We don't need to talk about that right now. Let's go.
Yeah, I just don't know what the problem is. I'm going to check the playback to make sure it works out. Like, I have this problem sometime, but it only works for like isolated videos. It happens like once every 10 streams, but it's been happening more recently, and I don't really know what the issue is. And I don't understand like how it's happening. If it's if it's an internet connection problem, then if the stream drops out, that's fine, because it would tell me that the stream has dropped out. But why does it on my PlayStation it shows that I'm still streaming? That I can't understand that, right? And even if it does drop out, then some footage should cut out, right? Not like, okay, it will stop at 30 minutes, but some footage will remain, right? I mean, I had this problem before where I'm streaming, and then because due to connection problems, some parts of the footage will cut out, like parts of the footage will be gone, and then parts of the footage will still remain. For example, you'll be able to have like an hour of the footage, but then like during the boss battle, some footage would cut out, right? And this can happen. This has happened to me a few times, particularly when I'm streaming Resident Evil 4. But the whole stream doesn't cut out. Do you know what I mean? It's just missing something because probably due to internet connection issues. So I don't really know. Like, to me, that doesn't make sense. And by the way, when it cuts out randomly, it's really annoying as well. Like, when some parts of the footage is missing. Alright, the baseball bat's almost broken.
I'll be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon.
Yeah,
soon.
so I don't understand why it would just randomly cut out. And it's random, like it's not cut out because there's it's like a copyright cutscene or some things that's happening. It's just randomly would cut out. And it's not cutting out like after an hour. So you know, okay, there's some setting issues. It's like it cuts off after like X amount of hour, like random. Okay, we don't need the first aid kit.
Partner, this way.
Anything else here? No. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I can't. Okay, we've seen the UFO poster. I can't explain it. Particularly because it's random, right? Sometimes it will cut out in half an hour, sometimes an hour, sometimes like 20 minutes, but it's random. But it doesn't make sense because I'm still streaming on the PlayStation. So how does that make sense, right? If it's an internet connection problem, then why did it only cut off on the YouTube side, but it's still streaming on PlayStation? What? I don't know.
The whole town?
We can't go that way then. There's too many.
We'll go around. Maybe we can find a safer route there.
They're all over Chizuruya. Why is this?
Let's head for the middle school. We can take the mountain path from there. It's gonna take us a while. But we can avoid town. All right then. Let's move.
Okay. Like when I do the UFO ending run, I never have this problem. So... So I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, let's save it here. And I also don't understand, like, how to fix this problem. So, because I don't know what's causing the problem. I mean, if it's really the internet connection issue, then I could upgrade my internet to a faster connection. It doesn't cost that much extra, but it doesn't feel like it is because I haven't had this issue just until like recently. I mean, I had this similar issue before, but it wasn't happening that often. It just happens very occasionally, and it doesn't drop out the whole stream. It just sometimes during the stream, some parts are missing, right? That could be attributed to like an internet connection issue momentarily. Fine, that's okay. But I haven't had like a stream playback where it only plays back like just the first 30 minutes when you've been streaming like 3 hours. The first 30 minutes, and it doesn't come back. Or sometimes when I stream, it doesn't even appear. It's like, it's not even there, but it doesn't make sense because I haven't changed any of the settings. So, anyway, A Farmer's Story. Son, you better read this and get it through your thick head. Let me take you back to something that happened during the war. One day, some high and mighty military police from out of town got pissed drunk and decided to knock over a statue of Inari-sama, even spat on it. The next morning, all those policemen were found dead in the waterway. Their corpse bloated and heavy as hell. They got carted off to the medical examiner's office so the coroner could take a look. You know, that place a few minutes from us. I was one of the people who helped carry the bodies and wash them, so I saw everything with my own 2 eyes. When the doctor put his knife to their belly and opened them up, a whole swamp of stomach-churning gunk came pouring out. And I don't mean their guts either, from neck to navel, hell, even right up to their asses. Those bodies were stuffed full of decomposing rats, birds, frogs, snakes, you name it. And that looks of frozen terror on their faces, I will never forget. Anyway, moral of the story is that you better not ever disrespect Inari-sama in any way, even if you're drunk. Alright, the focus attack helped out. Ramu bottle. I saw a Ramu bottle in the supermarket. I didn't get it because it was pretty expensive. But sometimes I keep one like in the fridge. Yeah, I think it's pretty tasty. It's like I think it's a good type of soft drink. Although it's very sweet, so I don't have it very often. You don't want to drink too many sweet things. It's not really good for you. Okay, that's empty. Yeah, I'll check. Basically, I changed. So, I looked for some solution on the internet. They recommended me changing the DNS setting, which I've done it. So I don't know if that helps. We'll see. The Great Space Invasion 2. Inconceivable. Is there a secret invasion of body-snatching aliens? They may already be among your loved ones. Since this was the inspiration of Space Wars, I was thinking that it'd be an exciting story. Apparently, that only applies to the last scene, with the rest of it just being a sci-fi horror movie. Shu didn't like that when he was younger, so it was his dream to fight back with his very own space army. That's one of the things I like about Shu. He doesn't let reality hold him back. The Great Space Invasion.
Something just flew by!
Shu, let's get out of here, okay?
Yeah, if I can't fix this problem, then I will see, I will search for more solutions. If you guys know, like, what's causing the problem, you can also let me know in the comments. So I'll see if I can find a way to fix it. If it is really an internet connection problem, I could, like, upgrade the internet to, like, just the next tier, a faster tier, and just for a short period of time and see if it works, like just for a couple of months, and then check if that's better, and that's what I might do, right? And if it doesn't improve, then I know it's not an internet connection problem, right? So that's probably something that I could try. Not sure if I'm willing to do that, but yeah, I could do that for a couple of months and just see if upgrade to like a really fast plan, like the highest tier. Because I asked the guys in the internet company, and this is the like speed they recommend me. Like this is a plan they recommend me to do if you want to stream, particularly on HD.
This is in rough shape. I'm going to need to find a replacement fast.
And they said you should be able to stream on 1080p 60 frames per second without any problem. That's what they told me. But there is like a faster tier. So that's what I could use. And if I go for a faster tier, I could just try it for a short period of time. Step back, girls. This call for a real showwoman. The hot-blooded baseball samurai steps up to the plate. Yeah.
A good day is always an extraordinary day. An extraordinary day isn't always a good thing. With that in mind, today's a bit too extraordinary. So, be careful, Hinako.
Sakuko!
Yeah, so, and then I'll check it for like a few months and see, okay. And after a few months, I can see, okay, kitchen knife, like, all right, whether that makes any difference whatsoever. All right, and then let's drink a ramu again.
I don't know what to do now.
Rare, we can replace that instead of the Yokon. Yeah, so that's what I might do. I might just upgrade to the higher tier internet connection. Like the fastest that I can get. There's also a tier for commercial, like, you know, basically, if you're running a small company, small business, I'm not going to go for that. Because that's not what I'm doing, and it's pretty expensive too. But I might just go for the highest tier. Just try for like a month or two and see what happens. If like there's absolutely no difference, then I'll go, okay, at least there's if there's no difference and you know the problem still occurs, then I know it's not an internet connection problem. At least it's not an internet speed problem. Maybe the ISP is disconnecting me all the time, but at least I know it's not a problem with the connection speed. It may be a problem of the connection stability, but it's not a connection speed. But
You're lying, aren't you, Shu?
Beats me.
You really think you can fool Hinako?
Hinako! You're late. I was worried about you.
He wasn't worried at all. He knew his dear partner would be alright.
Oh, yeah? Thanks.
okay, this next section is going to be tough, so I need to be careful. Okay, this area is completely collapsed. Okay, we'll try to get as much health as possible. There are strong enemies here, and you might get boxed in, so I need to be really careful here. It's very easy to die here. Regarding the legend of the Sacred Sword, there were a number of damaged Jingzhou statue in the hollows of the Divine Tree. I saw old and broken tools laid in front of the statues, most likely so that they could be put to rest. The Sacred Sword came far before the Inari faith. As such, Jingzhou statues are more likely than Inari statue to be used as anchors for sealing the sword. It seems I will need to look into beliefs that are older than the Inari faith to find the Sacred Sword.
I'm going to be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon soon. Is this...
Okay, let's take a Higashi. Let's also take the Kuzuti. Okay, I'm basically boxed in. I could not get away. I just have to keep doing that. Okay. Alright, those guys are really annoying. So let's get away from here. Okay. Alright, let's use the Hawk Charm and we can use... let's use the Divine Water. The reason I want to use a Hawk Charm, I can show you how to beat these guys. Yeah, you can perpetually stun lock them. If you can get them in a stun lock. Okay, good. Some animations you can't stun lock them.
My weapon's about to
Yeah,
break.
so sometimes enemies have certain animations and you can't stun lock them out of that animation. It's the way that the game is designed. So you can sort of perpetual stun lock certain enemies, but not every enemies you can do that. Bosses, you won't be able to do that. Yeah, I can show you guys here. Well, look, there's a boss there, so we actually need to get past the boss in order to get to one of the Jinzu statue required for the Sacred Sword. Emma, a wooden plug, place it back in the Hakura after writing your wishes. So I can then use the... What I can do is use a chocolate. So you can see, you can stun lock him. But see, it doesn't work. The second time you hit them with a focus attack, see, it doesn't work. You can't keep stun locking it. Some animation they won't get stunned. So the boss can still start his attacks. The character etch into the stone base is indecipherable. I don't know how many times that took, like 7 hits. What was that? Sacred Sword. I found a damaged Ojizan-san in the mountain. The character etched into the stone base is indecipherable. What was that just now?
Damage from the typhoon. It's still here.
Okay, let's get past the boss. That's from the Auburn Festival. Isn't it a bit early? Higashi. I noticed my weapon can't break. If I'm just using focus attacks and counters, my weapon can't break. So I can perpetually use a baseball bat.
Cut it out. I don't want to talk about that right now.
I'm not gonna cut it out. I'm gonna keep bringing it up until you snap back to reality.
I said, knock it off. Seriously.
Look, I'll just come right out and say it. Hinako's dead, okay? She's gone. She's living a better life in another world.
Oh. Partner. What took you so long? Come on, let's get going.
All right.
Me and Shu used to hang out around here.
Broken Japanese gaiter sandal. Beautifully decorated Japanese style slippers. Whoever worn them did so for a long time, but it is now cracked beyond repair.
Long time ago.
Okay, so that's definitely wood. You know, because, you know, it's a sandal. So that's probably made from wood. No, I don't want to drink the divine water. I don't know why I did that. Good, I cancelled it.
I need to find a new weapon.
Offered the broken Japanese gaiter sandal. My ears were met with the soothing chime of bells upon offering the item. This should do. Okay. Please, get out of my way. I don't think I wanna... I don't think I want the Hawk Charm. I think I'm gonna stick with a Pine Charm. Having extra health is gonna help a lot. So I don't get killed in the middle school. The enemies are gonna just become stronger and stronger. And I'm not gonna become stronger and stronger because I don't want to get stat upgrades. You know? I wonder if I should keep the baseball bat because you can go into focus mode faster.
It's locked. There never was a lock here, though.
The key should be somewhere in the school.
Can we take a break now? I can't. I need to take a break.
You must be exhausted too, huh? You can take a rest. I'll go see if I can find the key.
No problem.
What? I want you by my side, Shu. I need you here. Please, stay with me. Please.
You don't really need me to.
You should rest up too. I'll go find the key.
You really should. You were at the front leading us the whole time. Hinako just tagged along behind us, so she's just
Hey.
fine.
What do you mean she just tagged along?
Don't worry about it. You two stay here and rest. I'll be back.
Okay. Obtain the key to the mountain.
Haven't been here since graduation.
Chrysanthemum, grown by our very own Vice Principal, have won the Governor's Prize. Did you know that Vice Principal Matsuon, I hope that's how you say it, has a green thumb? His exquisite chrysanthemum took the top prize in their category at the Floral Culture Fair held by the Prefectural Council. If you haven't already, take this opportunity to admire the Vice Principal's masterfully plumed flower displayed on the school grounds. Yeah, the scarecrows. Not scary at all, eh? Teacher's journal. The vice principal is so paranoid about his key that he always takes them with him whenever he leaves. So it's kind of ironic that he lost the keys to the stairwell. He's looking for them frantically like a madman. He had the nerves to ask me to help him find them, but I'm the one who needs help with this pile of paperwork.
Nothing useful here.
To all facilities on patrol duty. To prevent students from going to the second floor, please ensure the corridor locked at the end of the day. On patrol this week, Vice Principal Matsuo.
The box won't open. I need a key.
Students prank drawing. A drawing that is in the shoe cupboard. Could this flower be the hydrangea? Huh? To all students, the game known as the Fox's Sacrifice is hereby banned. Partaking in this recent fad is forbidden. Any students caught playing will have their parents or guardian notified and be severely punished. School founder's anecdote. When Mr. Yonda was 20 years old, he came across an injured fox. Being the good teacher he is, he attended to the fox's wound, shared his food with it, and cared for it. One day, when the fox had fully recovered, it opened its mouth and spoke in human tongue. After expressing its appreciation to Mr. Yonda, the fox then told him, "The next page is torn out and on the ground." Buy as much of that mountain land as you can. Borrow money if you must, for it will surely bring you great wealth. Shortly thereafter, the country commenced their dam construction plan, and the mountain Mr. Yonda had purchased was indeed a boom. He spent every last yen he earned on his hometown of Ibusugaka. One result of his generosity was Ibusugaka Middle School. Mr. Yonda donated the Inari statue and housed it inside the school shrine, sing on school ground as his way of saying thanks to the fox that blessed him. Ramu.
Is it dead?
I'm not sure whether I should keep the sickle or the... the baseball bat. The baseball bat is good because I can go into focus very quickly. But I don't think I'll be able to repair it. Same as a sickle. Origami of rumors. I've always despised her. She goes around pretending like she doesn't want to be a girl when she knows full well that she's so much cuter than everyone else. She makes me sick. I think that's where they keep... Anyway, the school playground.
Why would someone put this here?
Let's go get the sledgehammer, because we really need that. I don't know... I just don't know which one I'll give up. I think maybe I'll just give up the sickle. Simply because the baseball bat is good in terms of being able to do the focus attack. And then I can focus attack with a baseball bat and then smack with a hammer. Okay, so this room is not opened. Except on New Game Plus. It's a new area that you can go into. Okay, the box. Diary of Revenge. I found mention of a transition from the Water Dragon faith to the Divine Tree faith in historical records dating from around the middle of the Kamakura period. There it is written that a peculiar monk donning multiple masks and measuring over 10 shanku, approximately 3 meters in height, visited Ibusugaka, a frankly ridiculous overstatement. That monk brought people to a great cinder tree, later to be idolized in the Divine Tree faith, and told them the following: "You who fear the water dragon's wrath, quake no more, for the beast grows weak and prepare for slumber. It is none other than this great tree that has sapped the evil from it. Devote yourself to the great tree, and it shall keep that beast subdued until the end of time." Upon hearing the monk's words, the people of Ibusugaka abandoned the water dragon faith and converted to the Divine Tree faith. However, in time, the Divine Tree faith would also begin to change. Being a settlement hidden away from society, the residents had no way for trading with the outside world, and so they were forced to treat their tools with extra care. It was from this unique culture that the Tetsuku Mogami faith was born. Local historical records state that old tools would be brought to the hollows of the Divine Tree and offered to the gods, once again further wrapping the religion. Between 3-meter tall monks, giant sacred cinder, and dragons, do humanity simply sense divine presence in anything larger than themselves? How utterly ridiculous. Umamori Rabbit. Press heavy attack immediately after performing a perfect dodge to deal a powerful counter. This counter greatly consumes stamina. A very powerful charm. When combined with the Suzerain and the Swordfish charm, it's incredibly powerful. This also allows you to play the game effectively like Resident Evil 3, where you can perfect dodge and then counter attack. It also allows you to effectively counter pretty much every single attack in the game. As long as the attack can be perfect dodged, you can then perform the counter. The counter is powerful because it stun locks, it interrupts attacks, and also the counter does something that's others don't do, is that it gives you iframes, right? So it's really powerful, and it works even when you're transformed in the beast mode. So it's a really, really powerful charm. When used correctly, it's pretty devastating. Hinako, Kimi, Kanta, Senchi, Sakuko, Rinko, Shu, Koto Yuki. Letter from Sakuko to Hinako. Hinako, has anyone tried to rope you into playing the Fox's Sacrifice game before? You basically just write a bunch of names on the blackboard and the fox will tell everyone's future. One of those people will also be granted good luck. But this isn't just some childish game. There are spiritual powers at work here, mark my words. And the fox isn't telling people their future, it's deciding them for itself. You have to promise me you won't join in, even as a joke, even if you don't believe it yourself. Please. Origami of Fox prayers. To the revered fox, my ancestor, I thank you for your divine revelation. Your will shall be done. Yeah, that's not creepy at all. That's really, really scary. Actually. I feel like certain parts of Silent Hill is much more scary than Resident Evil. Main building 2F stairwell key. It seems to be possible to open the stairwell door on the second floor of the school main building. Alright, come on, guys. I know you guys want this. Okay. Let's go back inside. I don't got time to deal with this. Okay, let's take a divine water. It's, I still think it's worth keeping the baseball bat because of... If you just stay here, the piano music will continue to play. You can see the baseball bat doesn't take a lot of stamina. That's why I prefer the baseball bat over the crowbar. The crowbar takes too much stamina, particularly the R2. But the crowbar is really, really strong. Like, it does a lot of damage. Antique com. Final exam, 4th place, Asakura Ayumi, freshman class 1, 479 points. Okay.
What's that?
Shu sat here, still my best partner. Origami of rumors. She should just disappear. I hope someone kills her or abducts her. I don't care. Just whatever gets Hinako out of my life once and for all. Unopened envelope. Hinako isn't coming. I'm sorry for lying to you, but I thought that I need to get you along to find out how you truly feel. Look into your heart and try opening this box with your true feelings. Do you remember that day when just the two of us went to that cafe? We talked about how it felt like we was delinquents since we were supposed to be going to school that day. But you know what? I don't I didn't care what the other people thought about us, because as long as we could spend time with you, I could spend time with you. That's all I needed. We both ordered the same cake that day. I can still remember how my heart almost burst out of my chest in the moment the same words flowed from those lips. The sweet and tart fruit on the cake, the taste still lingers in my mouth like it was yesterday. Do you remember that taste too? Okay, I remember this one. I think, no, it's this one. There we go. So you just have to find the picture of the fruit. Unopened envelope. So you did remember. Well, that makes me feel very special. By the way, are you over Hinako now? I apologize if I sound blunt, but I want to make it clear the girl is dead. I know you're going through a rough time right now, and you must be in so much pain, but you know I can be there for you. Would you rather go through it yourself? I can picture us slowly unfolding the pages of our hearts, talking about all the small mundane details of our day-to-day lives. By filling up one journal after another with our thoughts, I know we can make a fresh start, a blank page upon which we can write the new story of our lives. Surely you can see it too. Okay, I think there is one more here. And there should be one more here. Yep, there we go. So just all the journal books, unopened envelope. I'm glad to hear that you're trying to stay positive. And remember, I'm always be here for you if you need anything. You know, you're not the only one who's sad because Hinako's no longer with us. If the two of us could huddle together, we could soothe this pain that bites like the cold of winter, and then surely spring would arrive, welcoming us with sakura in full blossom to celebrate our union. Can you picture the beautiful blooming sakura awaiting us? No, this is not the right one. This is the right one. This is also the right one. This is the right one. And I think it's this one. There we go. The sakura flowers. Dear Shu, I like you. I love you. I always have and I always will. I'll be waiting to hear what you think about me. Second floor, classroom generic key. It might unlock the classroom door on the second floor. Shu hasn't read the letter. It looks like Shu hasn't read this letter. I sat here and behind me was Rinko. She used to give me answers, the right answers.
So this is where you are. I wondered where you had gone.
Junko, where?
Did you have fun playing with your friends? You need to start getting ready. It's time to say your goodbyes.
Junko.
You're going to kill them with your own hands. You can do it. Isn't that why you're here?
What are you? It's already made it this far.
Old annex main gate key. The key to the old annex behind the school. It can be used to open the hall doors. Note to teacher, Ayumi from the track and field club said she found a key with key box written on it during practice. If she still hasn't got it back to you, then she's probably left it in her locker when she went to change. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if she forgot. She looked exhausted after practice. Bandage. Liar, 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 liar. Origami of grievance Says, TT is the most disgusting person I've ever met. I wish someone would destroy her locker. If anyone wants to make my wish come true, her locker combination is 377. Alright, let's open the annex. Use old annex main gate key. Congratulations to track and field club member Suga Yoshi, senior class 1, on winning the 100-meter race at the prefectural meet. Note between lovers. Mickey, I have absolutely no idea how that crazy formula spells. AISITERU, but I love you too. Asakura Ayumi, roll 4, line 2. Asakura's textbooks. I decided to make the combo for my locker something I love. You can poach it, fry it, even boil it. No matter what, it always comes out delicious. And if you add flour and sugar and mix all together, you can make a cake. That's obviously egg. Origami of grievances. Oh, how I wish I could just climb into his locker and drown in his smell. I can't believe his combination is the same as his name, AOI. That's so cute of him, using his name in code. Origami of grievances. This witch deserves to die. I hope she suffers. 5694 times 0513. Smart and a star athlete. Gold medal in the perfectional meet. I hate her guts. How dare she make me feel like I'm nothing, like I'm a nobody. Note from a male student. You can read gold code, right, Yoshida? Satu got a note from the girl that had 84 times 4 written on it. You know what that means? Note between lovers. 4151 plus 3 root 6 XOXO Mickey. Note from a male student. It's code for Barker, so you know stupid. Girl code is based off the alphabet. Basically, you just switch letters with numbers and symbols that look like them. So Sato would be 54 plus 06. S looks like an 5 looks like an S, and 4 looks like an A, right? And the plus is T and 0 is O because they're basically the same shape. 6 doesn't really look like it, but apparently it's U. So for my name, Yoshida, it will be X05174.
I'm going to be in trouble if I don't find a new weapon soon.
That's 401. Ayumi AOI. Origami of grievances. I happen to find out Suga's locker combination. The weird thing is, when you convert it to code, it looks like a cry for help. What am I supposed to do? It's not like I can do anything. Bandage.
The locker room. Going back to my track and field days.
So Ayumi's code is 399 because egg, E is 3, E looks like a 3, and G looks like a 9, right? Key cabinet key, a small dented key might open the key cabinet in the school. Suga is 505 because it's cry for help, which is SOS. School bag. My school bag is a bit worn out for some reason, but it's fine for carrying small things. Increases inventory capacity. And TT is 377. We already know that. It's given to us. Okay, that is a very cheap damage because I couldn't get away. I literally got animation locked. Is it dead? Dried carcass. Okay. Not gonna happen again. Damn, those things are annoying. Okay, I used all my array. I still have some health. I still have 3 Yokan and 2 bandages. And a Kuzu tea. Thankfully. I finally found it. Key to the back mountains. Key that opens the chain gates. You can actually just grab the key and the enemies will like de-aggro or despawn. I don't know if I'd take the... I could take the steel pipe. Still prefer the baseball bat though. Easily the best weapon. Easily a better weapon than the steel pipe. But at the same time, the durability is really low. I can't really use it. I have to stick with the hammer. Origami of rumors. Look like someone's heard my prayers. To whichever, God who answered them, thank you.
This Hokura's older than the school. I remember hearing a wealthy man built the school here when he struck it rich from dam construction.
Okay, so we got all the locker combinations. Yeah, we got all the clues. Alright, let's save the game. Yeah, that was really... I'm thinking, like, the fact that it can charge focus really quick. Look how quickly it charges focus, okay? Like, it's like 2.5 seconds But the steel pipe takes much longer though. But I would have a full durability weapon. I don't know. Nah, I reckon I'll stick with the baseball bat.
This won't last much longer.
I just feel like that would be better than having the steel pipe.
Hey, since it's just the two of us, let's play our own version of Space Force. If you want, I could be your partner. Or maybe some kind of femme fatale.
Got it. Found the key.
Welcome back. Sorry for the trouble. Your turn, partner. We've rested enough.
Sit down. Shu and I can stay up and keep watch over you.
No, I'm all right.
Hinako, get some rest. We'll stand guard while you're sleeping.
Nighty-night, Hinako. Come on. You like that sort of thing, don't you?
No, I don't.
How can you resist?
You saved my life and laid claim to my soul. In turn, I shall save your soul by claiming the life of your old self. Do not push yourself. You need rest. It was agonizing. But you were strong. You have persevered, Hinako. Now, onward we go.
Fox, when starting the game from a complete file, using an offering that recovers sanity will also fill up the Kuzu seal. When starting the game from a complete file, Soul Siphon will be able to affect multiple inanimate enemies in a small area. Cool.
It's a beautiful arm. Even the blood is alluring.
Oh. Thank you very much.
All right, go through the door. Okay. Pick up Sakuko's parent-teacher journal. Just a note, as Sakuko's mother, I want to thank you for teaching my daughter. I want to apologize for what happened the other day on the field trip. It seems Sakuko caused a lot of trouble. My daughter has been the way ever since she was young. As a child, she always hated when we turned off the lights to go to bed, and she avoided dark movie theaters and tunnels like the plague. I mistakenly thought she had overcome her fear of the dark. Now that she's grown up, I believe the reason her fear came back during the field trip is because she is unaccustomed to sleeping in different environments. I gave her a stern talk to for behaving so shamefully at her age. She has since reflected on the behavior and is sorry how she acted. Please accept both her and my apologies. Sakuko's diary. I had a strange dream. It was about a very old sword, one that was cursed, steeped in evil energy. The sword must be the source of the corrupt god's power, I'm sure of it. But because the sword itself is divine, it can't be destroyed. However, if someone were to purify it, then surely the corrupt god could be weakened. If the sword can be submerged in the elixir that exorcises evil spirits, then it could be used to sever the string that controls those who roam lost through the fog. This is talking about the Sacred Sword. I'm not entirely sure which ending I'll go for. There's two different endings relating to the Sacred Sword. One of which is one ending is where you have to purify the Sacred Sword. The other ending you don't. So it's a bit different. And the different ending would have different outcomes. Anyway, I think that's it for today. Thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate the view. I'm going to go check my stream to make sure it's actually uploaded properly. I hope it does. Anyway, if it doesn't, then I will look for other solutions. Hopefully, this doesn't happen again. Anyway, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.